Good morning, student. How are you? I think that you will find. You are joining first time your history class in new session. Due to COVID-19, CBSE have reduced your syllabus. Near about 30% syllabus are reduced. First, you know about your syllabus. Which syllabus has reduced from your books? First, I will explain those chapters who has reduced from your books. First, early societies, your section 1. In this section, theme 1, from the beginning of time, this chapter has reduced. And section 2, empires, theme 5, nomadic empires had reduced. And section 3, changing tradition, theme 8, confirmation of culture has reduced. This chapter has reduced from your syllabus. Noted it? Okay, I think that you have noted it. So this chapter has reduced. Now I want to explain about the number scheme about your question paper for the board examination. In from the chapter 1, yani section 1, 15 marks will come from your section 1. From section 2, 20 marks. Section 3, 20 marks. And section 4, 20 marks. Total 75 marks from these 4 sections. 5 marks will come from the map work, and 20 marks is your project work. Project work will done by you as direction given by me as requirement this time has given. You will complete your project work. So this number is scheme, you know very well and noted it. You know very well how you will prepare your chapter. As board examination paper will be made in a class 11th, the structure of paper will same as board examination. तो बोर्ड एग्जामिनेशन का स्ट्रक्चर सेम रहेगा और उसी स्ट्रक्चर के हिसाब से आपके पेपर भी बनेंगे. तो ये मार्किंग स्कीम as given by the board. Today I will start your first chapter from the section 1, early societies. Chapter is writing the city life. Did you know in which time writing started by the humans? It is difficult to know about them. When early society has begun, near about 35,000 BCE, before we know the evidence of the societies. We have find the evidence of fires, pottery, hunting, and so on. And that time we guess if they hunted the animals, they collected their crops, how they collect their crop, how they maintain their society, how they communicate to each other. What was their language? It is difficult to know about. We have find the evidence of symbolic writing from the cave, from the stones in that time in a cage. We know some symbolic words are familiar from place to place, that the sequence of that kind of symbolic address, we find that some language had developed in that time. But which kind of was language, I don't know. We don't know. Archaeologists always try to find them. They have succeeded, but it is not confirmed. It is only the guess of that times of language. First evidence of writing, we talk about them, about the civilized, urban civilized area. When writing got in a sequence, we can guess that time of society was developed. They have own language. The evidence of first writing or languages we find from the Mesopotamia. Okay. When we talk about the city life, we find that it began in Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia, the land between the Euphrates means and the Tigris rivers, that is now part of the Republic of Iraq. Underline that this topic कि first, you know very well, the city began of the 80, you know, is city of the began, underline कर लीजिए अपने आप में. The city life began Mesopotamia land between the Euphrates and Tigris river, that is now part of the Republic Iraq. Mesopotamia civilization is known for its prosperity city life, its voluminous and rich literature, and its mathematics and astronomy. जो आपका प्रेजेंट टाइम आप इराक को जानते हैं, वह नदियों के बीच में बसना है, यूफ्रेट्स और टिग्रिस नदी के बीच, जिसे दजला एंड फरात के नाम से जानते हैं, जो कि आज का इराक का हिस्सा है. यहीं पर मेसोपोटामिया की सिविलाइजेशन डेवलप हुई थी. दैट इन दिस एरिया मेसोपोटामिया सिविलाइजेशन हैड डेवलप्ड. इन दैट टाइम Mesopotamia's writing system and literature spread to the eastern Mediterranean, northern Syria. You are reading from first paragraph. After 2000 BC, so that the kingdom of that entire region were writing to one another and to the pharaohs of Egypt. Okay. In the language and script Mesopotamia, here we shall explore the convention between the city life and the writing, and then took some outcomes of the sustained tradition of writing. Means वो जो मेसोपोटामिया का जो सिटी लाइफ था, वी हैव फाइंड नियर अबाउट द 2000 years बिफोर, it is spread over the North Syria and Turkey. In that time, फ़राओ मिस्र के जो राजा थे, वहाँ पे मेसोपोटामिया की लैंग्वेज पढ़ी जाने लगी थी. एंड फ्रॉम दैट traditions, we want to guess how they try to develop their language and how they explore their life. In the beginning of the recorded society, the land, mainly the urbanized south and discussion below, was called the Sumer and Akkad. After 2000 BC, when the Babylonians came on the important city, the term Babylonia was used for the southern region. From about 1100 BC, when the Assyrians established their kingdom in north, the region became known as Assyria. Okay? In that time, when when 2000 BCE, Babylonian has become an important city, and near about 1000 BC, 1100 BC before, Assyrian has established their state in that cities is called the Assyrian, and their first known language was the Sumerian. When 2400 BC, Akkadians has come there, their language has taken place of the Sumerian language, and Sumerian and Akkadian language was developed in the time period of Sikandar, near about 3000 BC to 336 to 323 BCE. At least near about the 1400 CE, Aramaic language has started the flourish till the about Alexander times, with the regional changes occurring from the 1400 BC. Aramaic also took in. The language similar to Arabic became widely spoken after 1000 BC till spoken part of the Iraq. And this kind of language also find in present times in some part of Iraq. You know कि ये जो मेसोपोटामिया का जो आपकी सिटीज़ थी या डेवलप सिटीज़ थी, फिर बाद में इस देश के जो साउथर्न पार्ट जो डेवलप हुआ जिसे हम बेबीलोनियन के नाम से जानते हैं, उसमें शुमेर अक्कड भी कहा जाता है। इससे जब बेबीलोनियन इंपॉर्टेंट सिटीज़ बन गया उस समय बेबीलोनिया कहा गया, बेबीलोनियन का है। एंड नियर अबाउट द 1100 सी के बाद जब अशीरिया लोगों ने वहाँ पर अपने कब्जे कर लिया तो उन्होंने अशीरिया क्षेत्र को अशीरिया कहा गया। उनकी लैंग्वेज शुमेरियन थी। आफ्टर देन जब 2400 BC अक्केड लोग वहाँ पर आए तो वहाँ के उन्होंने शुमेरियन की जगह अक्केड भाषा को डेवलप किया। अक्केड भाषा वहाँ पे चलती रही। सिकंदर के समय भी वो अक्केड भाषा चलती रही। एंड एट लीस्ट इन प्रेजेंट टाइम सम पार्ट ऑफ द इराक दिस लैंग्वेज हैज आल्सो स्पोकन। क्लियर? ओके, now the second page. Here we see the position of the Mesopotamia. You are seeing map is here. See your screen. You are seeing this area, Syria and Lebanon. Syria, Lebanon. In the behind of the river is Tigris. Tigris, you are देख रहे हैं our river Tigris and Euphrates. The two rivers are, you are seeing on map, the Tigris and Euphrates, यानी जिसे हिंदी में दजला फरात कहा जाता है, are present there. And this area you are seeing here in the east of their Iran and the south of their the desert of Arabia and west of there the Mediterranean Sea. Between part of them is called the Mesopotamia civilization, between the Dajlab and Farat. Clear? In You know, the Iraq is a land of diverse, enormous. The Iraq is a land of diverse environment. In the northeast lie green, undulating plains, gradually rising the tree-covered mountain ranges with the clear stream and wildflowers. With enough rainfall to grow crops here, agriculture began from 7000 to 6000 BC. In the north, there the stretch of upland called the steppe. There was the land was steppe land. Steppe land means up and down of the land and fulfilled from the green forest. That land was rich for the agriculture, and where the animal herding offered people better livelihood than agriculture. After that, the winter rain, sheep and goat feed and grasses are low shrub that grow here. यहाँ पर इन विंटर सीजन में भेड़ बकरी और छोटी घासें होती थी, वहाँ पे जो हंटर्स के लिए काफ़ी उपयुक्त थी। तो स्टेपी घास से पशुपालन की तुलना में अधिकतर मतलब स्टेपी थी घास हो तो हंटिंग भी वहाँ पे होती थी। That you are in east, the tributaries of Tigris provided routes of the communication, routes of communication into the mountains of Iran. जो रूट्स ऑफ टिग्रिस कम्युनिकेशन जो था वह जो ईरान के पहाड़ी प्रदेशों में या उनके माउंटेन्स एरिया जाने का अच्छा साधन था। द साउथ डिज़र्ट एंड वेयर द साउथ is a desert, and this is where the first cities writing emerged below. The desert could support cities because the river Euphrates and Tigris, which rise the northern mountains. यानी यहाँ पर जो आपका जो यहाँ पे साउथ में आपको जो यहाँ पे डिज़र्ट दिख रहा था, यू शो ऑन अ मैप कि जो साउथ में आपका डिज़र्ट दिख रहा था उसके बीच जो टिग्रिस और यूफ्रेट्स के रिवर्स दिख रहे हैं। यू ऑन सी पेज नंबर 31 ऑन यू आर सीइंग ऑन द मैप ऑन योर स्क्रीन। तो यूफ्रेट्स और टिग्रिस ये जो दो आपके दिख रहे हैं, इस रिवर के बीच में ये सिविलाइजेशंस डेवलप हुई थी। एंड फर्स्ट टाइम in this area, the rise of जो writings, first time we can find the evidence of writings. Okay, the first cities and writing emerged. Okay, clear? यहाँ पे first time आपको राइटिंग का प्रादुर्भाव हुआ या शुरुआत हुई थी। क्लियर? आफ्टर द Euphrates has entered the desert, the water flow out into a small canals. These canals flowed their bank and in the past functioned as irrigation canals. Okay, water could be let into a fields, wheat, barley, pea, or lentils when necessary. All of the ancient system of the Roman empires included it was the agriculture of southern Mesopotamia that was the most productive, even if the region did not have sufficient rainfall to grow crops. यानी यहाँ पे जो दरला जो आपकी एफेरेट्स और टिग्रिस नदी थी वह डिफरेंट जब एंटर इनटू द डिजर्ट दे हैव डिवाइडेड टू मैनी पार्ट्स एंड लाइक एज स्मॉल कैनल्स which has helped to the agriculture irrigations And in this area, the wheat, barley, peas, and lentils has this type of crops were grown, and that time where it was agriculture of Southern Mesopotamia was the most productive area. Clear? Not only agriculture, but the not only agriculture, Mesopotamia sheep and goats and the grazed into the steppe on the steppe. The northeastern plains and the mountain slopes, that is two tracts of higher river flood of the fertile, produce meat, milk and wool in a abundance. Further, fish was available in river and that palm gave fruit in summer. Let us not, however, make the mistake of thinking that cities grew simply because of rural prosperity. We shall discuss of other factors by and by, but first let us be clear about the city life. Okay. Not only is there the agriculture, but in this area plants, yeah, sheep, goats, grazed on this in steppe areas. ओके, यानी यहाँ पर इस भेड़ बकरी आदि की भी पाली जाते थे एंड दे कैन फाइंड द मीट milk and wool from them. Also, fish was available in rivers and date palm gave up fruit in summer. We can see that the not agriculture but also the grazing and fishing are main source of their the supply of foods. Okay, clear? Now the significance of urbanization means what is the importance of urbanism. What is the importance of urbanization or urbanism? Cities and towns not just place where the large population, it is when the economy develops in shapes other than food productions that it becomes an advantage for people to cluster in town. यानी कि जो आपके सिटीज़ एरिया के लोग थे वहाँ पर वह शहर और नगर में लोगों के रहने का स्थान है था. इन दैट टाइम पॉपुलेशन आर इंक्रीजिंग and the other activities of develop in that time for the fruit productions and that became advantage people for the cluster in towns. Urban economies comprise beside food productions. पॉपुलेशन इंक्रीज हो रही थी, फूड्स की डिमांड भी बढ़ रही थी, उनके प्रोडक्शंस के ऊपर भी चल रहा था एंड धीरे धीरे वहाँ पर बस्तियाँ बसने लगी. पीपल क्लस्टर इन टाउन, अर्बन प्रोडक्शन, ट्रेड, मैन्युफैक्चर एंड सर्विसेज भी स्टार्टेड होंगे. सिटी पीपल दस केस ऑफ द सेल्फ सफिशिएंट एंड डिपेंडेंट द प्रोडक्ट ऑफ सर्विसेज ऑफ अदर सिटीज़ और विलेज पीपल्स. यानी वहाँ पर विशेष अन्य तौर पे जहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन डेवलप होने लगी वहाँ पे बस्तियाँ बसने लगी, कलेक्शन लोगों का वहाँ पे सिटीज़ बनने लगे, तरह तरह के ऑक्यूपेशन शुरू हो गए, ट्रेड शुरू हो गया और धीरे धीरे वह एक जो कस्बा था वह सिटी के रूप में कन्वर्ट होता चला गया. तो ये है दिस काइंड ऑफ चेंजेस हैव बिकेम इन दैट टाइम when the gathering of population is centralized in one place. That place has converted the rural area into a urban area. Clear? In that time when the population has increased, the demand of food production has increased trade had developed, manufacturing and service sector had developed also there. But in that time, like as the present time, we see that as like as the urban population is not fully dependent on self, they also depend on the villages, because the production has of the villages fields, they have fulfilled their requirement, they fulfill their services, villages provide their services, and they take exchange with each other of the goods. Now we can read here, there is a continuous interaction among them. Intense to the carver of a stone seal requires bronze tools that he himself cannot make, and colored stone for the seals that he does not know where it gets. His specialization in fine carving, not treating. The bronze tool maker does not himself go out to get the metals, copper and tin. Besides, he needs regular supplies to the charcoal for fuel. The division of labor is mark of urban living. Here we can explain they use coins. They use coins. How they can make that, we cannot find them. How they find their types of coins, but they did not know do the trade. वो ये जानते थे कि ये जो उसके लिए जो मुद्रा बनाने वाले पत्थर या कांसे की जो जरूरत पड़ती थी, वैसा औजार बन या उनसे वो ट्रेड बनाते थे, कॉइन्स बनाते थे. दे आल्सो डिड नॉट नो कि हाउ दे कैन फाइंड हिम. उनके लिए फ्यूल की जो ज़रूरत होती थी वह कोयले से पूरी थी. बिसाइड दे नीड देयर सप्लाई द चारकोल एंड फ्यूल्स. द डिवीजन ऑफ लेबर, तो जो इस तरह का डिवीजन था, यानी कोई कोई काम कर रहा है, कोई कोई काम कर रहा है, और जो डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ पीपल हैव डू देयर ऑक्यूपेशन, दे फुलफिल द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ देयर पीपल्स. इन दिस डिवीजन ऑफ द लेबर इज specific mark of urban life. Clear? Okay. Further, there must be a social organization in place. Fuel, metals, various stone, wood, etc. come from the many different places from the city manufacture. Thus, organized trade and storage is needed. There is a delivery of grain and other fruits items from the village to the city, and food supply need to the storage and distributed. Besides, many different activities have to be coordinated. There must be not only stones but also bronze tools and pots available for seal culture. Obviously, in such a system, some people give command that others obey, and urban economics often require the keeping of written record. It is for must social organization in place. यानी सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का एक जो होना, जो अर्बन इकोनॉमिक्स के जो अर्बन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का एक प्लेस पे होना मस्ट था. इन फॉर द ये फ्यूल मेटल्स and various stone, woods, etc. ये जो needs थी, they will find different places. So for them, and deliver to grain food for their villages to the village organized trade, and storage is needed. So from this requirement to fulfill, it is must to organize trade and storage. So So there are many different activities have to coordinate it. It is must to coordinate it of different activities. Not must only the stone, but also the maintain the tools and pots. We know that if different type of activities have organized one place, so also they are commanded by some persons. So they have commanded by some persons that they have also need for their the record, have need for their record. So obviously this system which have people maintain in that time, they have maintained their the account or their record, is all kind of system. We can say in that time there was a urban civilization was in a good condition and developed. Okay, now I will close the today class. Next class I will study further than topics. Okay, thanks. You will listen video very carefully and note important points of this chapter.